Let me welcome DTM Brian. The title, My Path to Being a Distinguished Toastmaster. DTM Brian, My Path to Being a Distinguished Toastmaster. Please welcome him.
When I officially announced my DTM award, a friend, also a Toastmaster, congratulated me and asked me, "So, you're now a distinguished Toastmaster. What's next?" Madam Toastmaster and fellow Toastmasters, DTM or not, yes, what's next for me and for us, for that matter, after getting the highest achievement in Toastmasters, the Distinguished Toastmaster Award? To answer the question, allow me to bring you back to my path from my first speech to my last project for DTM. And actually, I was so surprised because it has been widely discussed tonight, actually. If you continue to listen, you will hear why. My undergrad degree is in broadcasting. So it means I was trained to speak and present not just in front of people, but in front of the camera and on the radio. More than that, I have been exposed to different public speaking engagements after university. But why do I still continue joining Toastmasters? Because I believe there is still so much to learn. It is in the old legacy program where I learned to identify my speech. Is it to inform, to inspire, to motivate, or to a mix of it? It is there where I learned to comfortably employ body language and play with my vocal variety. I also challenged myself further with advanced speeches and advanced projects to deliver longer speeches from 5 to 6 minutes to 10 to 12 minutes, and eventually to doing trainings and workshops. It is also where I got to exercise my service leadership by being a club officer in our club every year and serving the district as public relations manager for 1.5 years. I've also done projects where I had to lead activities and events and continue to do so even if it doesn't need credits. If I were to compare my icebreaker speech to the other speeches that I've delivered later, wow, what a huge difference. Really, it's true that no matter how good you think you can still do better with knowledge and practice. That's lesson one. Don't rest on your laurels. It doesn't end as you finish university. It doesn't end when you finish level 5 of your pathways. It doesn't end as a DTM. Continue to seek for knowledge and continue to hone your skills better. But what are you doing it for? Why are you doing it for? Why are you doing it? What are these skills learning and practice for? Which brings us to lesson 2. Have the end goal in mind. It doesn't matter if our goal changes. I think somebody discussed about it earlier, but make sure it changes for the better. My first goal actually in joining Toastmasters was just to look for a social group because that was the time when I first moved to Chiang Mai, and also to motivate myself to learn. And after I've achieved that, I move on to my next goal to finish 10 speeches. Then eventually, that's where I decided that yes, I can achieve DTM. Now that I have it, back to lesson 1. What is lesson 1 again? Unmute, anybody?
Don't rest on your laurel.
Exactly. You are listening, DTM Tanu. Don't rest on your laurels. Don't be secured of what you have and continue to listen. Now, did you know how long did it take me to achieve the DTM award? Years. Can you type into the chat box? Give me a number, a guess on how many years did it take me to get my DTM. Let's see if who could guess it. I think somebody saw it on my Facebook, but let's see. Come on, type it in. I can see 2, I can see 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, I can see 6. You guys love even numbers. I wish 10 years. I am not yet in Toastmasters for that long, Toastmaster Jay. And I hope I was able to achieve it in 2 years, Toastmaster April. Thank you very much for all your responses. It took me almost 5 years since I joined Chiang Mai Toastmasters in 2016. Failed. You were right. I saw you like putting up your five fingers there. So how did I keep the momentum in achieving my DTM goal, which took me 5 years to finish? Others even had longer time to achieve that, 7 years, 10 years, 16 years. But gosh, just imagine, how can you sustain yourself? How can you not lose track? How won't you get not bored? Lesson number 3, enjoy every second of it. This is also applicable in our life's journey. If we enjoy what we're doing, we erase all negativity that surrounds it. With enjoyment, we actually excrete dopamine. That's the pleasure sensation. And endorphins, the reward producing activities. So, bottom line of these two, pleasure, joy, having fun. Sure, there were roadblocks, disappointments, frustrations along the way, but if you hold on tight to lesson number 2, which is keeping the goal in mind, remember your very reason why you're doing this, and with lesson number 3, maintaining a positive attitude towards your work, I'm sure you can make it. And that was a very good addition from Toastmaster Lada today. Have empathy with others as well. To achieve your DTM award or any goal that you want to achieve in life, you can follow my 3 simple lessons. First, don't rest on your laurels. Second, have the end goal in mind. And third, enjoy every second of it. You too can be a distinguished Toastmaster. Back to you, Toastmaster Todd.
Thank you.
General Evaluator, it's my privilege to be evaluate DTM Brian. First of all, I have to say that congratulate for your DTM title and your speech. I often mention this in every club that I have a chance to attend. I have a chance to evaluate or to give comment that we should not come to Toastmaster only to practice our speaking skill, but we should come to Toastmaster to learn something also. And this is a good speech that I heard from you today, from an icebreaker speech, because I think that everybody who had a chance to listen to this speech will learn about the secret, the formula that you use to be DTM. Brian, it took you 5 years. It took me 6 years. So I took longer than you to arrive at the stage of DTM. The structure of your speech is good. You ask questions to the audience and you explain how you can come to this. I think if it is a food, it is a formula. And I will explain this to other people that please use Brian as an example. How he surmount, how he overcome his difficulty in becoming DTM after 5 years, which is still better than me. I have to say that, Brian, what I think would be a little bit better for your speech about how to be DTM is that I'm sure that you face some obstacle also, and you mentioned it too little. I think that the thing that will be a great obstacle for many Toastmaster, not only in Chiang Mai Toastmaster Cup, is that they want to give up. They stop, keep proceeding to the level that you arrive. So I would like to say that I'm lucky to hear you. I enjoy every second to listen to your speech. I enjoy every second to come to Chiang Mai Toastmaster Club, which I'm a member. And I think from you did today, maybe I should find an opportunity to give my icebreaker speech again, and it will be different. I'm certain. Let me try to uh, find some suitable time. But I took you as an example. And one more thing is that I think you spend 8 seconds or 38 seconds. You are allowed to speak only 4 to 6 minutes. Am I right? And you use 6 minutes and 38 seconds. So you can use your time appropriately next time. But this is the thing that I will speak to you, speak to the club, and I will use it as another ice breaking. And I'm a member of this club also, so I can speak. So wait, it will be in another dimension. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you. DTM support. Wow, amazing.